We are driving down to Paradise Cafe. We've got a carload. Wolf is driving, so we must leave him alone because this is dangerous territory.
White knuckle driving.
White knuckle driving, and we are white knuckle passenging. That's why I'm getting out the camera to distract myself. Ivy's back there in the back seat, about to vomit. We picked up this other Kevin hike alone. He caught up with us again. Hopefully his body holds up through this next phase.
Body bowels.
And we're just tooling down the interstate. This is how far past we normally walk.
Good afternoon. This is Bunny Tracks and Easily Forgotten. And
back on the trail from Paradise Cafe to Idyllwild.
we took a 0 in Ridgecrest, and then we rented a car from Dollar Rental.
Yep. And
we went and picked Kevin up at the trailhead because he had gotten off the trail because he had a hurt leg. So he took 3 days off, and then he got back on the trail and he caught back up with us. So we went and got him, and then we drove down to Idyllwild and got packages at the post office. Went to the outfitter. Okay, I can walk and talk. Went to the outfitter, and then we came back to Paradise Cafe. We had dinner, and then we camped behind Paradise Cafe. There was probably 10 tents out there last night. Got up this morning, and then Wolf and Easy took the car back to Palm Springs, got an Uber, and then came back. We've packed up, and now we're on the trail. We're going to try to get in about 8 miles. There's a campsite, and we're going to camp there tonight. And it'll take us a couple of days to get into Idyllwild, and then we've got reservations at a hotel because it does tend to book up on the weekends. But
drove up that valley yesterday. Idyllwild is around this corner and up. It's about 5,500 feet or so. And we'll be climbing to the ridge above Idyllwild at 8,000 something. So we'll have to drop 2,800 feet down into Idyllwild for our 0 day.
And we won't hit snow today, but for sure we'll hit snow tomorrow. But we're glad to be back on the trail and back to this section that we needed to make up. Here we are at our campsite, and well, they beat us here again. They're set up over there, and they saved us a nice campsite. Look at this. I'm gonna record you setting up our tent, okay? Well, a little bit. First of all, you know, we come in and we try to find a nice campsite. Sometimes you don't have a whole lot of choices, but you know, you want to get away from dead trees and dead tree limbs, and certainly away from streams that might be fast or the potential for flash floods.
I don't know exactly how.
And then also you want to try to get it as flat as possible. And fortunately with Gut Hook, we kind of know where the campsites are. Other people have camped. And so our friends are so nice. They came in, they got theirs set up, and they saved us this nice campsite right here. And this is, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, this is pretty flat, and there's no dead trees hanging around, so we don't have to worry about anything hopefully blowing on us. And I'm gonna film Easy setting up the tent.
Oh my God, this tent was not folded. What the hell?
It's ruined!
I think it'll still work. And wait, let's bet there's nothing in the blog that's going to say thank you for my wife for folding up the tent, taking it down, packing my pack, getting everything down to the restaurant for me. Let's see if there's anything in there. Of course there's things in there that, you know, how he serves me breakfast in bed and coffee all the time. Let's see if there's anything about the taking down the camp this morning.
Well,
Anyway,
into Palm Springs.
the tent is laid out flat, and he gets all four corners. Sometimes the stakes don't go in, so you have to pound them with a rock. But fortunately, this ground is pretty soft, so he can just put them in with his boot. And then also, a lot of times, if it's really windy, we'll put rocks on the stakes so that they don't come out. We've had that many a night with a lot of wind. This is the Z-Pack triplex tent that uses the hiking poles on both ends. And then we've got four corners staked, and then we've also are able to stake a few more stakes on each side for the head and feet for more room. This is the back side because we automatically close both doors, and then we put our boots and hiking poles under, or my hiking poles, his are used for the tent, but we use our, or I put my hiking poles and boots under there so that keeps them dry. Got one more side. The handle of the pole just fits in a little pocket. And then the stake goes, or the pointed part goes in the ground, and then he stakes it out. He's going to hook one side, and then we'll just get in the other side. Alright, and there we are. Then my job comes in. I usually help him set it up, but then I get in there and set up the beds, blow up the air mattresses, and get the sleeping bags and pillows and arrange the packs. But it's got plenty of room for two people with the pads, and then the packs, we put the packs at each end. I'll show you that, maybe organizing the inside on another video. But that's it. We've got our tent set up, and now we can get everything else set up and then fix dinner. We got water, so that's it. Good morning. It is Friday, and here comes Easy. We've been up early this morning, had breakfast packed up, and now we're headed about 15 miles today. This is our first big climb of the morning, and actually I think we're going to be climbing most of the day, but it's so pretty. Easy's going up there. I'll kind of walk a little bit. I won't walk too much because this is pretty narrow and steep, so. But today's the day we run into snow in about 9 miles. And I'm a little nervous because we need micro spikes in certain areas. There's a lot of people that have gone through it. We talked to John, who does the Mount Jacinto report every week, and he did it a few days ago, and he said there's just one spot that's a little scary. But I think we're all going to do it together, and hopefully we won't have any problems. I'm going to be confident. We're going to go very slow. But it was cold last night, and we're going to be camping even higher tonight, so but I'll be glad to get through this area, because this has been kind of what we've been needing to get done, but it's just been so snowy and icy. But right now it looks great. It's after we get over these that it starts getting snow. But anyway, I'm gonna catch up with Easy. Here comes Easy down the trail. And actually, we've made it over the worst of Apache Springs or Apache Peak. But there's little edges of snow all along the trail. Give you a little view.
We're still not to the bad part.
We're not?
No.
Okay, we're headed on down. Just came around that edge. There was a few little spots that were sketchy, but we went very slow and made it. The clouds are rolling in, but then if you look down in the valley, it's still sunny. But we're headed up the trail. I think we still have about 4 more miles. I'll be glad when this day's over. We get into Idyllwild tomorrow. Whew! Good morning. It is Saturday, and here was our campsite last night. Yesterday was a long day. I think we hiked about 10 hours. We hiked about almost 5,000 feet up, and I don't know how much down, but we had a lot of snow fields to cross, and down trees. But man, this morning it is beautiful. It's about 8 o'clock. We're gonna head out of here and head down to Idyllwild, but I'm gonna give you a shot of just the beauty. We got our tent all cleaned out. You can see our packs are almost packed. So I thought I'd do a little video real quick. But our trail goes down this way. We've got, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. There's a couple of guys still down there, Kevin and another guy. Still packing up. But there were probably 10 tents here last night. Beautiful day. Thought I'd give you another shot of the other side of the campsite. A lot of snow still up here. We camped, this was about 8,200 feet last night, which when we got in, the wind was blowing and it was very cold, but then the wind died down and we actually slept warm. But we're headed, it's about 4.6 miles to the turnoff, and then we have, it's about a 2,800 foot drop into Idyllwild. It's another 6 miles down into Idyllwild, and we've got reservations there tonight and tomorrow night. So this is it. Here we are, climbing up to Saddle Junction before we head down into Idyllwild. We've got our micro spikes on because there's just lots of snow. And there's our trail we just came up. But the micro spikes are really nice. They help. We're not slipping and sliding. There's not much ice. It's more snow and slush. But that's what it looks like. And I think we have to go up to the top of this and then go down on the other side. So here we go. We're headed down into Idyllwild. So I thought I'd give you a little preview of the nice trail. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And it's Saturday, so we've passed lots of people. They're out day hiking, plus it's such a pretty day. It's 6 miles down into Idyllwild from the junction, so we'll have to make this up tomorrow, or not tomorrow, the next day when we come back out. But we're out of the snow pretty much now. We've come down in elevation. So it is so nice. So I always like to show kind of the trail, what we're seeing, and obviously all you're seeing is the back of Easy, but look up there. I mean, blue sky. I'll zoom in on that mountainside. So pretty. Lots of rocks, lots of trees, and the trail is wide and very nice. So I'll film a little bit going down, and then once we get into Idyllwild, I'll do some more filming. But it's in the shade, in the sun, some rocks to climb over, but it's certainly nice. It'll be nice to get into Idyllwild and take a day off. Yesterday was quite the day, but just made us stronger. That's all I'm thinking. I think Easy's trying to get away from me. He's down there. I'm trying to go a little slower so I don't trip and fall. But this gives you an idea of the trail. All right, I'll do more when we get down closer to Idyllwild. Here we are in Idyllwild, and we're just walking around trying to find a place to stay. And where are we going?
Bistro.
We're going to try to find a place to eat, but we're looking around a little bit too, so. Cute little town.